Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AIM Network Front Page Live. Here are the headlines before we dive in. 999 rupees AI bundle with multiple models but shared tokens means value may be less than it looks. Apple begins iPhone 17 production at its $2.8 billion unit, doubling down on India's role in its supply chain. India Inside sells Move Operating System 6 and bold ambition, but competition and sentiment tell another story. Good evening. AI Fiesta, the new startup from YouTuber and educator Dhruv Rathee. On the surface, it promises to democratize AI access. 999 rupees per month to chat with premium models like ChatGPT 5, Gemini 2.5 Pro, Claude 4 Sonnet, Grok 4, and Perplexity, all in one place, side by side. But peel back the glossy launch video and the real story is about affordability versus usability. Rathee argues that India is being looked out of the AI revolution because tools cost $20 to $30 a month each. His survey of 500 plus students revealed that 70% only use the free downgraded versions, which is like saying I've experienced Michelin-starred restaurants because I ate the free breadsticks. Now, by offering bundled access at 1/10 the global cost, AI Fiesta directly attacks this affordability gap. But here's the issue. Serious users will burn through it like petrol in a traffic jam. We in Bangalore are well versed with that sentiment. That all-in-one model runs on a shared pool of 400,000 tokens per month. At first glance, that sounds massive, but every model you query dips into the same jar. A single side-by-side comparison can chew through thousands of tokens. So basically, content creators, developers, and educators, well, they'll see that allowance vanish quicker than a Bangalore pothole after the rains. Well, only to reappear, and that too deeper. Some in the AI community argue Rathee isn't breaking new ground, that he's just actually following the aggregator playbook already seen in startups like Po, Forefront, or T3 Chat. The real differentiator here isn't technology, it's actually the reach. Rathee isn't just selling access, he's selling access with a megaphone. Tens of millions of followers means he can mainstream AI adoption in a way most startups can only write Medium posts about. India is a paradox. Digital adoption is sky high. Per capita spend is rock bottom, unfortunately. AI Fiesta is betting on volume economics. Lower pricing, larger adoption, network effects, not power users, fence sitters. The millions who've never paid for AI but might at 999 rupees. So the real test isn't whether AI Fiesta works. It's actually whether it can become the gateway drug of India's AI habit, or end up as just another flashy aggregator with hidden compromises. Our second story takes us to Bangalore, where Foxconn has quietly started producing the iPhone 17. This isn't a supply chain update. It's actually Apple rewriting the impact India has on the world stage with every iPhone it stamps with "Made in India." Foxconn, Apple's top supplier, has committed $1.5 billion into its India unit, with mega factories in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. According to another report, the Bangalore site alone, a $2.6 billion investment, will create up to 50,000 jobs and is targeted to become fully operational by late 2027. Another facility near Chennai will manufacture display modules with 14,000 workers. In a country where jobs are often promised in slideshows, Foxconn's billions are a testament to employment in steel and concrete. Why India? Why now? That's the question. Well, for decades, China has been Apple's fortress of production. Then came tariffs, trade wars, supply chain risks, and of course, the occasional existential tantrum from Washington, forcing a pivot. India is emerging as the China plus one strategy in action. Already, iPhone worth $2 billion were exported to the US in just one quarter of 2025. Analysts expect India's share of Apple's global iPhone output to leap from 18% in 2024 to over 30% in 2025. India isn't just arriving on the supply chain map. It's actually stepping on stage not as the chorus, but aiming for the lead. Despite Apple's premium image, Samsung overtook Apple in India's high-end market in H1 2025, holding 49% versus Apple's 48% share. Meanwhile, Chinese brands like Vivo and Xiaomi dominate the mass market. But we all actually understand this. India's smartphone market is less like a dance floor and more like a knife's edge, where rivals don't waltz, they actually wrestle. India's smartphone story is brutally competitive, and Apple must lean on made in India efficiencies to claw market share. Foxconn scaling in Bangalore is about more than just cheaper assembly. It positions India as a strategic hub for high-value manufacturing, not just for Apple, but for the entire electronics ecosystem. Semiconductors, displays, and EV batteries are all industries now eyeing India. So basically, in short, the iPhone 17 rolling off lines in Namma, Bengaluru isn't just a tech milestone. It's actually a signal that India is no longer just a consumer market. It's a production powerhouse. And as Apple leans harder on India, the question is, can the country scale up infrastructure, logistics, and talent quickly enough to truly replace China's role in Apple's global playbook? At Sankalp 2025, Bhavish Aggarwal made a bold claim. Ola has sold 1 million two-wheelers in just 3 years and is building an India inside EV ecosystem with the 4680 Bharat Cell, a rare earth free ferrite motor, and Move operating system 6 software. His vision? Pretty simple: to make India the #1 EV nation in the world. But the market really tells a more nuanced story. In July 2025, Ola ranked third in sales with 70,848 units, which is 17.4% of the market share, behind TVS, which stands at 21.6%, and Bajaj at 19.1%, and just ahead of Ather Energy, 15.7%. While Ola celebrates cumulative milestones, monthly numbers show how competitive the EV race has actually become. Vertical integration, from cells to motors to software, is Ola's differentiator compared to rivals who are still importing key components. Advanced driver assistance systems, predictive maintenance, and multilingual assistance position Ola closer to Tesla's software playbook than actually a traditional scooter OEM. Ather's Rista scooters are actually becoming household names. Ultraviolet is pushing performance EVs globally, and River is carving out lifestyle EVs. Meanwhile, TVS and Bajaj leverage distribution scale. Ola no longer races alone. It's actually a 5-player sprint. Kripa Ananthan and her team must design scooters that are lightweight, safe, and India-proof, all while addressing service gaps that customers continue to flag. Ola needs to build the trust, not just the tech, for the people of India. And on front page today, for a very special discussion and demo on the much talked about latest version of ChatGPT 5, we will be welcoming Abhishek Kumar. I'm really looking forward to that. But before we get into that entire situation, here are a few aspects about Abhishek Kumar that I would need for you to understand and figure out. And before we get into all of that, a few very, very simple messages from AIM Network.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial intelligence.
AI.
Coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of
Hello and welcome back to AIM Network's Front Page Live, and as I had promised, our very special guest today, Abhishek Kumar, welcome to the show, who is of course a brilliant AI researcher at Adasi. He's a great enthusiast about everything tech, and well, you guys might not notice this because he's sitting, he's also actually very tall. Welcome to the show, Abhishek. How are you doing? And it's a pleasure having you with us today. And Abhishek, of course, is going to be walking us through the latest launch of ChatGPT 5, which we all have waited for about 2.5 years. Yes. So Abhishek, I just, of course, want to kick things off by asking you this. Everyone in the tech community was, of course, looking forward to ChatGPT 5 getting launched. It had been 2.5 years. We all know that the reputation OpenAI carries, it has a lot of reputation, responsibility on its shoulders. Yeah. But do you feel, right off the bat, I want to ask you this, that with the launch, with you having tried ChatGPT 5, was there a lot of hype, or does it actually have the legs for which it has been celebrated for?
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much, Sudeep, for this wonderful opportunity.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, to talk about GPT-5. So the thing is that whenever we think about something new like GPT-5, our expectations goes like that it will do something that was not possible earlier. But if we go by that terms, then you won't find anything new, because whatever we are doing right now was possible earlier as well. But things are becoming better, things are improving, right?
Which is encouraging.
Yeah. To kick off the things, let me give you a demo. Would you like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, I would love that.
So imagine it's 2030, right? And a kid comes to you and he says that, okay, I want to play a game. And that game is like that, I am on the ground, I am shooting in the sky, and balloons are falling.
Do I know this kid, or do I don't know this kid?
You don't know this kid.
Okay, fair.
Now what will happen? Suppose that kid is very specific. He is telling you that I want, say, red and blue balloons. And suddenly he changes his mind and he says, now I want, say, black and, say, white balloons. Right. Then what will you do, right?
The fact that color is needed in one's life, I would be saying that. But anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So the thing is, you are in a very complicated situation, because
because it's a random kid who is very violent, who wants to have a shooting game with balloons which are black and white. So yes, I'm complicated right now.
Yeah, and if you go on searching for such a game, it's not necessary that you will get one, because it's a very customized requirement.
Absolutely.
Now, in 2030, if I imagine the situation of 2030, what you will do is you will just hand over your laptop to the kid and you will say, make your game yourself.
Sure.
Even that is a 6-year-old kid, I am pretty sure that he or she will be able to do that.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And let's not talk about 2030, even today it is possible. So
that's fascinating.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, let's see that how we can make this game live here, right?
Sure.
So here you can see this is the ChatGPT open in front of me. This is GPT-5 running behind.
Yes.
I will just write a simple prompt here And within a matter of few minutes, you will see that we will be in a position to just play this game.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, whatever color you say, I will be able to change that color.
I'm
also.
colorblind, Abhishek, just FYI. But yeah,
Okay, no problem. Okay, so like I described you that what are the specifications of the game. Similarly, I am going to describe it to the GPT-5.
So you're essentially going to put in that as a prompt. And
Yeah. So let's start. I'm saying that build a shooting game
Sure.
where the gun is on the ground and the gun can move with the cursor, or be specific, the gun can rotate with the cursor.
A gun which is a gymnastic gun can
Yeah, so the gun
rotate.
is like this, it can
Okay,
rotate.
fair.
As you move the cursor, it should move like this.
Move accordingly.
Yeah.
Fair.
And then
It has to
balloons
shoot down the balloons.
are coming down from
At
the
lightning
sky.
speed.
Do you want a lightning speed? Will you be able to shoot them?
Yeah, we can go pew pew together.
Okay. Coming down at lightning speed from the sky.
Yeah, there needs to be a challenge in this game.
Okay.
And the colors of the balloons are
Colors of the balloons are
magenta red with yellow polka dots.
magenta
Red,
and
yellow polka dots. I don't know why
I'm
I
just
said
keeping
that,
yellow.
but yeah. Okay.
okay, so it's red and yellow. Fine.
Yep.
And I'm just putting some technical thing that provide a single HTML script.
Fair.
Anything more you want?
Is there going to be celebration rewards later, whatever? If you win, do you win a trip to Bali?
Okay. So the best part is that once I run this prompt, it will land us to a canvas. There you can later edit it with few
Tweak
short
it.
prompting. Yeah.
Tweak
So whatever we want, we can keep on adding it.
Adding.
Yeah. So let's see the first version,
Sure,
that how
sure.
it makes.
Absolutely.
And you just need to click here. And first it will start thinking longer for a better answer.
Sure.
So this is the functionality which was not there. You might not have
In
seen
the previous
this in
version,
yeah,
yes.
4.0 or 0.3. You might
Yes.
not have seen this. But here first it will think and then it will answer. So this is one of the peculiar things that it does.
Actually, Abhishek, this is what I would like for you to probably comment on. Yes, it's starting
Yeah,
to do.
it started. Yeah.
It's starting to
Now it's the canvas.
show us its magic.
Yeah.
But the fact is that if you were to talk about the previous versions
Yeah.
as compared to this one,
Yeah.
how would you distinguish them? How would you probably talk about the fact that you mentioned earlier about an evolution
Yeah.
and things are constantly improving, things are constantly moving.
Yeah.
So I would love for you to maybe shed light on those aspects.
Yeah, definitely. So as I first pointed out that please don't expect anything like all of a sudden something comes and earlier it was not happening and now it's happening. There is nothing of that sort.
I think, yeah, there was this huge expectation that suddenly it's going to
Yeah.
change the world.
Yeah. I will tell you certain figures. Like there are certain benchmarks which tests these kind of systems.
Sure.
Right. So one is say SWE
benchmark, yes.
Yeah. So that is basically for software engineering.
Yes.
Like what we are doing, it will fall under software engineering
Sure.
kind of thing because
Sure.
it is writing codes
Correct.
for us. Right. In that benchmark, 4.0, that got around 31%.
Yes.
You can consider it as marks.
Yes.
It got 31% marks,
Sure.
right? 0.3 got 69% marks, right? 0.3 was launched in December 2024,
Sure.
right? It came after 4,
Yeah.
4.0. And this GPT-5 got 75% marks. So this is the
Clear
improvement.
upgradation, clear
Yeah.
improvement.
Another thing is that, as I talked about 4.0 and this 0.3, so these are different streams. Like 0.3 was built specifically for reasoning and all,
Sure.
right? So that's why in this aspect it is performing better. 4 was more generalized kind of thing. That's why in this particular domain it performed so bad. Now this GPT-5 has done one more thing, that all those different streams that it had, it clubbed it all.
Yeah, it's married.
Yeah,
those
it's
aspects.
all coming under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever task you give it, first it will try to identify that what sort of task it is, and then which model applies best to it, and the improved version of that pre-existing model only applies.
Sure.
Right? Similarly, there is another benchmark called polyglot benchmark.
Yes.
In that it has a score around 88%, right? Which is, we say that the error has reduced by 33% from the previous O3 model if we compare. So like that, meanwhile it's done, let's test it.
Oh, wonderful. We'll come back to our discussion because I'm very excited about the shooting game.
Sure. So here you can just run the code.
We're calling our game Balloon Blaster.
Balloon blast, pop magenta, red and yellow balloons dropping at lightning speed. Don't let them touch the ground, okay? Okay, it's quite fast.
You're losing, I see, Abhishek.
Game over
and the
with
game
a
is
score
over.
0.
How does that make you feel? You want me to get into the emotional state you're going through right now? So lightning speed was a bad idea, clearly.
Clearly that was a bad idea, especially for me because I'm not a gamer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
so
really, you could have fooled us. You're playing so well.
let's do one thing. Let's try some tweaks over here.
Yes,
Like-
please do. Yes.
Yeah.
So lightning speed has to go out of the window.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
If I have to play, if I have to shot even one balloon, that is the first criteria, that lightning speed has to go away. So or we can do that. We can ask it to put a slider so that we can adjust the speed.
Sounds good.
Let's try that.
Sounds good.
Put a slider to adjust the speed of the balloons. And still we have to be specific, otherwise maybe it will change its
yes,
speed, guns
sure.
speed
Sure.
or bullets speed.
So without changing
Yeah,
the speed of the gun or the...
so put a slider, okay, to adjust the speed. Let's see what it does.
This is exciting times.
Let me just go back. So here again it is editing the balloon blaster
Sure.
game, right? Meanwhile,
Which
we were
will then help us to resume our conversation. You
so
were talking
meanwhile,
about
we
polyglot,
were
yeah.
talking about that what is new in GPT-5.
Sure.
And I told you that it has improved on certain things. So I would like to highlight those certain things that I was talking about.
Please do.
In what aspects it has improved, right? Suppose you have an assistant at home, an AI assistant at home, right?
I don't, but yeah.
And
anyway,
you are
that's-
recording this late evening. Now you will go home and you will ask that assistant that, okay, play me a song, right?
Sure.
And then that assistant asks you back that, okay, which genre of song you want to listen. You will say that, okay, my mood is sad, so I want a sad song, maybe. Then it will ask that, which artist do you want to listen? You told that, okay, this artist. Okay, then it will ask from 90s you want, from 80s you want, from 70s.
Right, so it's like a little questionnaire you have to
Yeah,
go through.
so because it wants clarity, it's a machine, it needs clarity,
sure.
right? After these many things happening to you, what you will do? You will start singing yourself.
Which is...
You can try.
No, I unfortunately do not know the song, but Abhishek,
Okay.
would you want to share
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I will share. You will sing, मैं परेशान हूँ मुझे और परेशान न करो. You understood the meaning?
No, I did, Abhishek, and why does it seem like you have actually gone through an experience like this?
Yeah, that's true. Because I have to work with machines.
Fair enough,
Yeah, so
fair enough.
I had this experience.
It's not a lonely life at all.
So the thing is that imagine that there was a machine which understood you better. You just told that, okay, I want to listen to a sad song, and it just played the perfect song for you. For that, what all things are needed? First, a better understanding is needed,
Sure.
right? Secondly,
A memory would be needed.
memory would be needed. Yeah, that was the point I wanted to come to. So the thing is that since that machine is with you, you had been interacting with that machine since long.
Sure.
So by now it should have understood your mood. that the person is coming at 9 o'clock at home, then
So
what he would like to.
contextual understanding is probably what you're talking about?
Yes. So the thing is that GPT-5 carries longer contexts, longer memories. So since it carries longer context, longer memories, it will be able to cater to your needs better without you asking for it.
Fair enough.
Right? So I added a slider at the bottom. It says that it has added.
So we can try out Balloon Blaster again.
Let's see if it has added or
Our
not.
extremely original game name, which is Balloon Blaster. Abhishek is of course going to get back to his.
Here they have added
They've given a
slider.
button speed. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So if you're not nervous at all,
I think it's a bit slow due to internet. Let me run it again, don't worry.
fair enough. Yeah, it seems that there's probably a
Yeah.
slight technical glitch.
Slight technical glitch. We can
You-
skip it for now.
We can do that, and we can actually come back maybe once the game is going to start up again. We can always resume
Yeah.
that discussion. But the fact is that coming back to, like you were talking about, the contextual understanding, you were talking about all of those factors,
Yeah.
which have been a delight in a way as far as this version is concerned. Because do you feel it is resonating a lot more with people now in terms of, let's say, the hallucinations are a lot lesser because the memory is a lot better, the contextual understanding is a lot better. Do you feel that also, if there are other qualities that you would want to probably mention, which make it maybe far more interesting to interact with and less frustrating in terms of what it used to be like?
Yeah. So as you talked about hallucination, so of course they have worked on this part, but still, as I talked about the numbers, they are not at 100%.
Yes.
When I'm saying that in polyglot it is 88% accurate, still there is a margin of that 12%.
Sure.
If somebody wants to play around that 12%, you can always blame it.
For sure.
Right. And the thing is that these systems are like that you can never expect 100% of the things.
True.
Why? Because everything is probabilistic, right? If I ask you that, what is the probability of this ceiling falling on us? What would you say?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's a scary, terrifying thought. Abhishek, thank you for going ahead and mentioning
Yeah.
that in the middle of this while Balloon Blaster doesn't work.
So-
But anyway,
So the thing is that you said that the probability of ceiling falling on us is 0, right?
Sure.
But it won't be exactly 0. It will be 0.0000 something, right? Because probability is anyway desirable number of cases by total number of cases. And in some part of the earth, at somewhere, might be ceiling would have fallen, right? So,
yes.
Yeah, so if you just calculate the probability, it will come out to be very, very, very small number, but it cannot be 0.
Fair.
So that's why expecting that 100% thing out of such systems is not fair. But still, I would say that things have improved a lot. Like as I have worked on all the models. I have worked with 3.0 also. I have worked with 4.0 also. And GPT-5 has improved on many aspects. If you want to try this, I will suggest this one, that most of the kids these days, their assignments and all, they are using ChatGPT to do that.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And when they go to their professors, now professors are also smart. What they are doing is,
Not all of them, but yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
What they are doing is that there are tools like GPT, Zero GPT, right? In that you just put that piece of text and it will tell you that how much percentage of the content is AI,
Sure.
right? If you have copied it completely from ChatGPT, that machine will tell you that it has been 100% copied,
Right.
right?
Right.
Now with ChatGPT 5, even if you cheat, there are less chances that you will get caught.
Ah, nice. So it's become like your official cheat code.
Yeah.
Which is not the best of things because, see, I have this thought, Abhishek. I mean, every technology, or for that matter, every advancement and every aspect which is a new development comes with its pros and cons,
Yeah.
right? Pros are brilliant in terms of the fact that there is a sense of a lot of assistance, a lot of speed which is coming in terms of one's learning, all of those factors. But also at the same given point in time, there is also, do you believe that there is also a sense of the fact that there is an over-reliance is GPT-5 in a way, because of the fact that when it's thinking and trying to give answers and do all of that, it also tends to a lot of times not move forward if it is sensing that you're just pretty much mugging things up and moving forward, or you're just doing things like that, and it'll probably stop you in your tracks, tell you to review the overall understanding and the conversation that you've been having.
Yeah.
Would you like to maybe go ahead and talk about that a little bit, because it might just affect a lot of the learning aspects of things.
Yeah. So once we started this, so it started with I am thinking.
Yes.
Right. So that is the best part. Earlier, its thinking time was less.
Yes.
So then whatever it could fetch, it would just try to frame an answer out of that.
Correct.
Now the algorithm is such that it is spending some time to think first, right? It will just not bundle up the information from random sources, and they have also made a promise that they will not make up for the answers. So in the announcement of GPT-5, they mentioned it clearly that now they are not making up answers.
Sure.
They are trying to be fetch the answers from the credible sources as much as possible.
Sure.
Again, we cannot be 100% sure.
True.
We are getting better.
Yes.
At it.
And which
Yeah.
is a good thing, because at least the I don't know if you agree with me, but I would love for you to shed light on this, that it's actually it's also about the fact that how dynamic it is, how quickly things are advancing and moving. So for example, there's a very dear friend of mine, he was telling me that his interaction with ChatGPT-5 has improved in a big way. The sense of frustrations that he used to face with earlier versions are far lesser now. And it seems that he was, of course, quite hopeful and positive that well, you're still far off from the thought of AGI or ASI. But he did feel that, and he said it again and again emphatically, that maybe, just maybe, with the kind of advancements which are being made with these models and these versions, we might be knocking, or at least starting to maybe echo that knock. Would you agree with that, friend of mine?
So AGI is still a distant dream,
agreed.
I would say. Yeah, but things are going in the right direction. So there is a law called Moore's law.
Sure.
In that, it was said, it was like a law which came around 1990s or so. It was said that in every 2 years, in a particular space, suppose this is the space, in this, say, right now, n number of transistors can fit. In every 2 years, this is going to double.
Sure.
That means that our computational power is increasing year after year.
True.
That's a fixed thing. Right now, whatever computational power you are seeking, whatever configurations you are seeing, maybe after 2 years, you will see something else.
Sure.
And the time it takes to process, the time it takes to train and all, everything is dependent on the computational power and the amount of data that it has to process.
Sure.
So in training, there are billions of pages of data on which these models are trained, right? With time, that data is also increasing, the computational power is also increasing. So right now, if you are saying that it is 88% accurate, tomorrow it's only going to be 90%, it's not going to be 85%.
Sure.
So that is the thing. So that's why we should be hopeful, and whatever
Which is encouraging, to be honest.
Yeah, whatever our desires and expectations are, I am hopeful that it will meet it someday. And by now you must be thinking that
why has the game not started? Because
I will show you something superior to game.
Please do, because we have only been talking about games, and I think we need to go beyond that, because ChatGPT-5 is a very powerful tool. So I would love for you to maybe enlighten all of us in terms of, apart from gaming, what all can ChatGPT-5 do?
Okay, so I am thinking of something that is a bit complicated also, that has some use case also, and our audience can also connect with that.
Sure.
So we should not go as complicated as rocket science, but still we should be able to demonstrate something useful.
Sure.
Right? So what's coming in my mind right now is that everybody knows that objects fall at different planets with different speeds.
Yes.
If I say the gravitational force at moon is 1/6 of that of Earth, so it will take more time to reach on moon's surface than on Earth's surface, right? So when this thing is taught to students, they are not able to visualize it. Just imagine that a teacher enters the class. In a matter of few minutes, he or she just makes this simulation, and just students can select that, okay, on frame 1, I want this planet, on frame 2, I want another planet. and then they can just click a button, and then they can see how it falls.
I wish, I mean, we had tools
Yeah.
like this, Abhishek, when we were probably growing up, because I remember the really bad drawing of one of my teachers. I don't want to take his name, so I
Yeah.
hope you're doing wonderfully well. But yeah, the way he described things like that have scarred me while growing up. But yeah, anyway.
Okay, so this is the time to come out of that. So here, once those objects will fall, real time it will also display the time elapsed and the speed that it has attained.
Sure.
We can set the height, all those things we can do. So let's try that. I'm just
And this is a
clicking-
great edutainment tool for children to actually
Yeah.
learn in a exciting,
Yeah.
fascinating, visually appealing manner.
Definitely. So you help me write the prompt. What do you
Okay.
want?
Would want to check the comparison between the
Okay.
gravitational pull of Earth and Mars.
Okay. Write a single HTML script to compare velocity
Velocity,
of
objects falling. Oh, okay.
falling on different planets.
Yes.
I would say include
Earth and
Moon as well.
yes. Okay.
Because in planets, I think it should include Earth.
Sure.
But I'm just specifying that Earth's moon as well, I want to be included. And also display the time elapsed and the velocity attained. Anything
Okay,
else?
that's good enough. Yeah.
Okay, let it cook. Let's see what it does this time.
This is something which I wanted to obviously, you mentioned this a little while back, since you of course worked with different models of or versions of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
How would you, let's say, Abhishek, compare them with other models? For example, let's say the other tools that we have available to us. Are they in terms of the way they function, the way they work? Would you like to probably say that, okay, this one's slightly higher, that one's slightly lower, this one's better, this one's, in terms of a general comparison? Or would you say that they all seem to be kind of rushing towards the finish line in the same way possible?
Yeah, so they are into a race kind of thing. And behind the scene, the logic is the same that all of them are adopting. The access to data, the access to compute power, that is also very similar to all of them. But the differentiating factor,
Yeah.
if you ask me, then suppose things are moving so fast. Like suppose today I compare GPT-5 with say Gemini 2.5
See
Pro.
what I did there? You were comparing the Earth and the Moon. I started. Did you like that?
Yeah, definitely. So suppose I am comparing GPT-5 with say 2.5 Pro, Gemini 2.5
Sure.
Pro.
Sure.
Maybe I will have tens of benchmarks to do that. First thing is that on certain benchmarks, one will win, on certain another will win. Another thing is that maybe tomorrow Gemini will launch their improved version, right? So it's a kind of continuously evolving thing. So it's a kind of race in which these people are participating very vigorously, I would say.
Sure.
And whenever new updates come, so one has an edge over the other. But again, another day, another news will come. So it becomes like ball by ball commentary.
True.
right?
True.
Yeah.
Which is actually exciting times, to be honest, Abhishek. I mean, in
Yeah.
terms of the way things are so aggressively developing.
Yeah.
It's genuinely very exciting times.
Yeah. And meanwhile, this is cooking its code. I will tell you one more exciting feature about
Sure.
GPT-5 that where it has improved. So it has improved in problem solving, I would say. Okay, which is your favorite animal?
There are lots of them, but a dog and a cat and a...
Okay, let's take cat.
Okay.
Suppose this is the laptop.
Yeah.
Suppose I have a cat. More often that cat comes and sits here.
So that's a very irritating cat.
Very
but-
irritating. Suppose we are doing live here and the cat comes and sits here, right?
Sure.
So at some point of time, it will be enjoyable, but suppose the situation in which we are right now, it won't be enjoyable at
Absolutely
all.
not.
Absolutely
it
not.
won't be perfect.
Right. If you ask, say, any LLM model that I need a solution for this, there are multiple ways in which it can answer, right? Maybe it can tell you that change your place. If it's an animal lover, it will say change your place, right?
Sure.
If it has a bias towards you, it will say that, okay, you provide a cushiony environment for that cat, maybe that environment which cats love, like a box.
Because also it understands you contextually a lot better than what
Yeah.
the earlier versions would.
Exactly.
So it probably understands the affinities you have towards the cat, whether you have a love-hate relationship,
Yeah.
whether the cat is exciting in your life or not, or where do you stand in your understanding with the cat. I mean, I can carry on, but anyway, you were saying.
Okay. Maybe if it is more creative, it will tell you that, okay, you just don't sit and work, you stand and work and keep a taller table on which your cat cannot climb. Anyway, cats can climb anywhere.
Abhishek, for you, a taller table would mean like 6 stories or something. Anyway.
Or it can be more creative. It can say that, okay, maybe the cat is in love with your laptop's appearance. So what you can do is you can take a printout of your laptop and make a cushion out of that.
Sure.
So maybe then your cat would like to lie down there instead of your laptop, right? So, creativity has no limit. There can be multiple answers to a simple problem,
Got it.
right? So I would say that GPT-5 has become better. As you said, it has more context. It understands you better. So there are more chances that the answer that it gives you, it will be liked by you, right?
Nice.
So this is where
And it's
things
not
are-
falsifying any answers, it's actually trying to give you a very honest opinion every time, like you mentioned.
Exactly, exactly. Let's see what it has done. Yeah, I think it is
Is it
done.
finely cooked?
Yeah. I can show you one more thing. What we can do is, if you want to share this with someone,
Yes.
then what you can do it, you
That
can
cat, we can share it with the cat.
you can just copy it,
Sure.
right? And save it as HTML file. So what you just need to do, I will just show you. If you are working on Windows, the simple
Sure.
notepad you can open, you can copy this
Copy,
whole thing there
sure.
and save it as your file name .html.
And you can just send it as a message,
You can just
as a
send it
mail,
on,
or
yeah,
anything.
anywhere. You can send it on WhatsApp or anything.
Wow,
People
wow.
can open it directly from there.
Wow.
So let's try that. I have just selected it. I have copied it, right? Just to cut the time, here this is planet.html file here.
Right.
I will just paste it. I will just save it. Here we have planet.html.
Yes. Nice. Nice.
Now you see.
Very nice.
So here you can see there is Earth,
Yes.
there is Moon.
Yes.
Here you can select the planets, whichever you want.
Yeah.
And here suppose I select another planet, say Saturn. You see the background also
Changes. Yes.
just like Saturn's
True,
surface,
True.
right?
Nice.
Then here is the height that you can set. Suppose 100 is too much, I am just setting 20 meters height.
Fair.
And then you can drop it from here. Here is the drop button. Just drop it. Now it is dropping. Now both took almost same time.
Similar, right?
Because on Earth the gravitational force is 9.807. Here it is 10.440.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, acceleration due to gravity. It is g values and it is the
So
corresponding value
this
there.
is fascinating, Abhishek, in terms of this particular demo, and
Yeah.
it becomes so much easier for one to teach one's child, and yeah, interesting. You've changed the comparison
Now Moon is falling
Correct,
much
understood.
slower. Yeah.
So you can actually have a plethora of such tools available to you at very easy access.
Yeah, you can go as complicated as you want, and even if it does something wrong, you can just ask it to correct it. Like in our balloon game.
Yes.
We didn't try that, but because we didn't think that that was worthy. But you
No,
could
it
just
was
ask
nice. It's just that you didn't want to try it because you failed so many times.
Yeah, so you can just ask it that, okay, so it's not running, just correct it or change the color of the balloon, then it will just modify it. Or if you have introduced some new feature, like we had introduced that bar slider, and suppose that is not working, you can always ask it that go to the previous version. I want to start again from there because that was at least working. So these all boils down to the memory context that it has. It remembers things.
Understood.
So you can do all of these things.
So I'd like to understand, finally, in summation, is this, since we have explored, well, probably only scratched the surface because we did not have too much of time, and we'd love for you to keep coming back and exploring not just ChatGPT 5, but various other tools and tech with us on a regular basis. But here is something which I would like for you to maybe summarize in animal kingdom terms, because you asked me which is my favorite animal, etc. Since the fact that we have a contextual understanding now.
Okay.
So in that context, which is that one animal with which you will compare, let's say, ChatGPT 5?
Okay, that's a great question.
Thank you, I did my research, but it's fine.
Okay, so the thing is that ChatGPT is GPT-5 especially is very good at multitasking.
Sure.
As in the beginning I said that it has aggregated all the models under one umbrella, right? And whenever I think of multitasking, the animal comes in my mind is octopus. Why? Because octopus has 8 arms.
Yes.
All those can function independently. It has a brain in its head, and it is also distributed across all its arms. So an octopus can do like, it can grab something with one arm, with another 2 arms it can swim, right? It can keep its eye on another prey.
Nice.
Meanwhile, it is also like aware of the situation around, and it can camouflage, it can change its color. So everything it can do simultaneously. So if I have to call GPT-5 by some animal's name, I would like to call it an octopus.
Okay, you just missed out on something which is so important.
Yeah.
But I'll remind you. What about the 3 hearts an octopus has?
Okay, I am aware that octopus has 3 hearts, but the thing is that I am not ready to believe that GPT-5 still is having any heart, right?
Don't break its heart, for God's sakes.
Okay, I'll give you one example.
Yeah.
So suppose you're not like that example, I know, but
No, it's fine.
for the
I'm
sake of
used to it,
conversation,
yes.
yeah,
After
for audience pleasure.
I've had my fun because you lost at Balloon Blaster, so now you have all the freedom to say whatever you want.
So suppose, how are you in mathematics?
Let's not go there.
Okay.
It's a scarring memory, yes.
Suppose you got 32 marks in mathematics.
How did you know?
And the passing marks was 33.
Oh, I just missed it.
And you came home, and the same assistant is serving you, and
Hey, so who is this assistant? I want to know. But anyway, carry on.
let it be GPT-5.
Sure, okay.
This time it's GPT-5.
Fair.
And you asked it that, okay, I'm feeling low today, so can you help me or something? It will be very kind to you, right? It will understand your mood.
Because I've failed maths.
Yeah,
and,
so this person has got 32 marks. And meanwhile, you would have also asked some silly questions of mathematics, so it knows that how good you are at mathematics, right?
Thank you for rubbing it in, Abhishek.
So it will be very compassionate, right?
Fair.
But if you ask a friend who is very close to you, who is very frank to you, right? Suppose you ask
I know,
me,
I hope something is coming now. Anyway.
and you ask me that I got 32% and I think I am useless. What your best friend will say? He will say that, yeah, indeed you are useless, right? So in some aspects you can say that, okay, GPT-5 has a heart, but at the back it's just an algorithm, right? Even after cursing you, your friend will take you to the party, right? But ChatGPT-5 won't take you to the party, right? That makes the biggest difference.
Fair enough, Abhishek.
Humans still have an upper hand.
Fair enough, Abhishek. That just sums it up beautifully. Well, thank you so much, Abhishek, for being here with us.
Yeah, my
and
pleasure.
I am definitely going to take you up on that offer about the party, for sure.
Definitely.
But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, it was a true pleasure having Abhishek with us on AIM Network's front page live today. We covered a lot. We, of course, had a few demonstrations. and we were able to go ahead and understand how the world of ChatGPT 5, which everyone was waiting for, has started to work. Everyone is getting used to it. Everyone is getting a little excited about it. Of course, Abhishek has already said it time and again that it's a work in progress. But what is actually exciting and genuinely brilliant is that it is advancing at awesome pace. So till, of course, we are going to be back with Abhishek and lots more of his demonstrations and lots more of excitement in terms of the world of tech. This is me signing off from Front Page Live.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI.